All right, so fantastic beginning. Don't worry, I'll edit this all out. All right, if you happen to, you know what? Let me just finish getting set up. If you are one of the unlucky few who tuned in right away as soon as you saw this, I apologize. This will all be edited out of the final product because I'm still figuring out how this works. For all I know, the video isn't even broadcasting right now, but I hope it is. Okay, it totally is. For all I know, the video isn't even broadcasting right now, but I hope it is. See? There you go. All right. Let's see if you can read this on the screen. By the way, if you can read this on the screen, I can see your live comments, and you are more than welcome to let me know and help me figure this out. But, of course, there probably isn't anyone here at the moment, because anybody with a lick of sense is going to be over watching the self-publishing roundtable right now, which is what I would be doing if I wasn't suddenly struck by a fit of insanity. Okay. Yes, okay, I'm watching it on my phone and iPad, and you can see it on the screen. So this is the official beginning. 2 minutes in, almost perfect. Hi, so I am Garrett Robinson. I am an independent author of many books, some of which are on my shelf back there, including the Realm Keeper series, Rebel Yell, etc. And this is the beginning of my new project, VlogaNovel. I am going to be vlogging my next novel, whole thing, back to front, live. I'm going to be writing it on this show live. Like, you will be able to actually see me put the words into the document, then go through the whole editing process. I've been talking about this on this YouTube channel, on my email newsletter, on social media for a while. It wasn't going to start for a couple of weeks, and then I was just driving home, literally not even an hour ago, and I had this idea for a book, and I need to write it. I desperately need to write it right now. So I'm going to start right now. For anybody who has been paying attention on the vlog or the email newsletter, the novel was going to be Vagrant. It is no longer going to be Vagrant. It is going to be another book, this book that I had an idea for. Sorry, adjust the mic real quick. And I don't have a title yet. That's how new this is. Also, I'm not going to be plotting it first because the plot came together in my mind. The whole thing back, like, I know everything about it that's going to happen. This has basically never happened to me before, so maybe I'm making a terrible mistake, but there you go. It's happening, and it's happening right now. As we go through, I will be figuring out details. I might stop in the middle of writing in order to do some quick research on locations, go on the internet, search for some images, find cool stuff, and whatever. But for now, I'm going to start writing because I know exactly where I'm starting and basically where I'm going. So if you're here and you're watching, hi, welcome to the process. Here we go. And by the way, I can see if you comment, I can see it live, and I can actually answer your comments. You can see probably on my screen. Yeah, see, right there. Right there. There's a little comment tracker. That is, if you comment it on the YouTube page, it will show up there, and I will answer your comment live while I'm writing. If comments get if there are too many comments or distracting comments, or I'm in the zone, I might not answer you immediately. But there you go. So, welcome to this. Can you tell this is a little bit ad hoc, kind of off the cuff, because it completely and totally is. And like I said, if you want to go and come back and watch this afterwards, there's no real benefit to being here live. And Self-Publishing Roundtable is happening right now, and that's probably a better place to spend your time. But here we go. Hi, Quotidian Light. Good to see you. Oh, for F's sake. That's going to be fun. People calling and texting in the middle of the show. Hey, man, it's Raw. Anybody hear my family outside? Kind of self-conscious about the sound of the kids outside. If that's like highly audible on the YouTube video, would somebody let me know so I can, I don't know, figure out some way to turn my mic off or something? Just for the record, I'm going to put some music on real quick. So if you see me rocking my head back and forth like I'm listening to something that you can't hear, it is. And I would totally play the music so that the microphone can hear it, but obviously I wouldn't have the copyrights. So there you go. So this is one of those moments where, like, I always have this problem on first drafts where I I want to think of like a slang word for something. Like right now, it's the space under the surface where the really really poor people have sort of created this under society under the surface. And you know, if you live on the surface, then you're somewhat middle class, and if you live higher than that, then you're like upper class and aristocracy. And I'm like, she knew led up and out of the and like the first word that comes to mind is underdark because that's the most perfect word for that that's ever existed. But the problem is that Underdark is already a thing. It's a Dungeons and Dragons thing, and I'm sort of like, is that taking it? Is that not? So what I usually do in those circumstances is I just use it for now, and then hopefully remember to change it later. Sometimes I don't remember to change it later, and that's interesting. I'm very bad. I'm going back and editing things, paragraphs that I'm working on, and sentences that I just wrote. I don't do that. That's not a thing that I do. I'm actually very self-conscious that I'm being watched right now. This is an interesting experience. Hopefully, I get used to it because I like this idea. But there you go. That is what is occurring. So if you see me going back and self-editing like that, know that you should not do that, or at least I don't think you should, and I should not do that, and I will try to stop. So basically, this girl lives in an oppressed society. The underclass, the what do you want to call them? The proletariat, the working, the poor, the poverty stricken, and whatever, are taken advantage of. Fairly typical dystopian society where the government is sort of all powerful and oppressive. But there's this opportunity to sort of earn your way out of it. A little bit more about her because, and this is one of the behind the scenes things. And I won't necessarily like. I like to not go into explicit details in the book itself, but to know things in my mind. And so Cassie is actually named after in homage to a character from my favorite young adult sci-fi series called Animorphs. There is a Cassie in that series. She is fantastic. She's awesome. She's a very compassionate character, also very, very intelligent. She lacks a certain ruthlessness, which Cassie will definitely have. But she is African American, although that term no longer really it doesn't really apply in this novel because the whole concept of America is kind of screwed. But yeah, she's a young girl. I just typed it in there. She's 8 years old. She's an interesting girl. She's well. I mean, if you watch the whole VlogaNovel process, you will get spoilers about the ending. I will not spoil anything about the end of the book right now, but Cassie's cool. I like her very much already. So there needs to be people. You know what? Fuck it. If they need to move, then I'll move them, but. Subber will be subterranean person, the underclass, people who live underground. Unless I think of something better. Need to figure out how to turn off notifications because I keep getting notifications about people posting stuff on Facebook. Totally annoying. Need to figure out how to turn off autocorrect in Scrivener. Normally, I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Although it did just save my ass right there. But like sometimes what's annoying is when you're trying to type one word and you type it wrong, and Scrivener autocorrects it, but autocorrects it to something completely different, like completely different, and you don't catch it because, yeah. So that's fun. But I don't remember how to turn off autocorrect just like that right now, and I'm not going to make you people sit through watching me do that. What do you mean, you people? Right away, I'm trying to build, because it's going to be important in the story, I'm trying to build the idea that subbers are inherently more physically capable than any other aspect of society, because they rely so much on themselves, because they rely because I mean, Cassie sometimes has to hunt freaking rats in order to be able to eat. Um, the rest of tech, I think you hear my son outside. The rest of society isn't doesn't have like their every need taken care of. It's not like a novel like The Beam, for example, where the government where technology is so good that nobody has to worry about eating or getting. Sorry, I just saw Shay Marks commented, "How nerve-wracking is it to be showing the rough draft of this? Not to interrupt or anything." Well, it wasn't super nerve-wracking until you asked me how nerve-wracking it was. I'm kidding. It's fine. I signed up for this, so I'm happy to be doing it. Um, anyway, in certain futuristic societies, technology. Daddy. Hey, all right, fine. Inaugural episode. Say hi to my son. Hey, buddy, come here. Look. Oh, that's you. All right, can you go give mommy a hug? Go give mommy a hug. Oh, 1 second, guys. Oof. Oh no. Come on, go give mommy a hug. Okay. I might have to mute and get back to writing because I have a feeling they're going to be right outside the door for a little bit. So let's just do that. Sorry to interrupt that explanation. But anyway, point is, subbers inherently have great or much greater physical strength, skill, dexterity, etc. So that's something I'm trying to establish right off the bat. Although I'm not worrying about it too much because it is a first draft, I'm trying to keep that in mind and let it inform what's going on as I write this. Sounds pretty quiet outside. All right, everybody's coming out of bath time outside, so I'm going to mute the microphone for a moment. Fantastic. So just realized I'm very pro at this already, you can tell. I just realized my microphone was muted. What I said was I'm going to end off in about 5 minutes. And on the scene breaks, I add these in when I'm writing first drafts to mark sections of the text that I will use when I'm editing. Like this particular scene break, I'm probably going to take out before the final book, but I'm putting it in because then I know when I'm editing if I want to go back and work on the first section of chapter 1 or the second section of chapter 1, the third section of chapter 3, etc. It's ways of marking marking sections of the book. So bipolar type 1 madness, great username by the way. Asks what are those scene break 3 circle things and how do you put them in on Microsoft Word? Those are just asterisks, and you enter them by hitting Shift 8. They're on your there's standard feature of any keyboard. If you have a keyboard with a numerical keypad on the side, oh I can't raise this up enough. That's hilarious. Anyway, if you have a standard keyboard with a numerical keypad on the side which you use with your right hand, there's also an asterisk on there. And I do asterisk space asterisk space asterisk. Wow, try saying that 50 times fast. But yeah, that's just a scene break thing. I think that, and personally, God, any writers watching this are going to be like, well, yeah, I use them in my book. I think that 3 asterisk spaced out scene breaks are ugly just through just through repetition, if nothing else. Like they've been being used for so much. Like I use them on my high school essays. You know, it's just like, ugh. I prefer to use some kind of actual image if I can think of an appropriate image. But I'll use a line before I'll use a 3 asterisk scene break. Even just a plain line I find more attractive and useful and whatever than the 3 asterisks. That's just for ease and convenience because right now I'm writing and I'm trying to get through my first draft as fast as possible. Anybody from the vlog audience will notice that I try to talk as fast as I talk in my vlog in real life. It does not always work. My mouth tries to move faster than my mind. I keep talking with my microphone muted. Sorry about that. Going to be wrapping up in just a couple of minutes, and then but I will be doing another one of these tonight after I eat dinner, put the kids to bed, etc. So if you're just tuning in, or if you missed this, You can go back and watch it if you want to. Don't feel obligated to. I'm doing this as an experiment. I had no idea that anybody would tune in live, much less 6 live viewers. Hi, welcome. Thank you very much. This is cool. But yeah. So I'll be back. I'm just going to get to a good stopping point and then wrap up for this one. Okay, that will be it for right now. It sounds like my wife just took the kids out of the bath and needs my help with that. So I'm going to go take care of that. Thank you for anybody who tuned in. Sorry this all came so last minute and I didn't get to pre-promote it or anything, but it will be happening at the channel on a regular basis. I'm going to try to do this at least once every single day. Hopefully many more times than that a day. I will definitely do one more before the end of the night. Tomorrow morning I have a thing, and then I will be back tomorrow afternoon. But more details on that when I come back tonight. Thank you for watching VlogaNovel. Welcome to this crazy adventure, and I'll see you next time. Bye.